round in that Texas town. About to shack outside the game. You know what I'm talking about. Just let me know if you wanna go to that home out on the range. They got a lot of nice girls. I'm racing.
Hey guys, how's it going? It's Logan Hall back with another grill stream. So today we are making chicken tortilla soup. Yeah, this is what we have going on today, guys. So again, a lot is going to be involved, but this is how I prefer to cook. This is something that I enjoy doing, and of course, I know that like 99% of my audience, may not go to this much detail for cooking, but this is who I am, right? So. Turn this on, and I'm gonna get in there pretty good here. I don't know if all right, so you guys can see that pretty well. Paprika is first. So where we go? Paprika? I don't know. Probably just stand up for this. Kosher salt. This is called MSG or monosodium glutamate. So if you've never heard of what that is, it's basically kind of like the next level of flavor, basically. I'm also going to do a combination of black pepper and white pepper. Garlic. Onion powder. I'm actually running low on this. I need a bit more. Just a hint of cayenne pepper. Just again, so this stuff is strong, so don't use a lot if you don't like a lot of heat. Okay. A little bit of brown sugar. So this is kind of like the wild card ingredient here. But it'll give it a nice sweet flavor to kind of balance out all the heat. Let's go ahead and just put those up there. Yeah, that'll not bad. Yeah, I mean, it's nice today. Boston. Sort of going back to what you were saying about the weather. It's sort of high 70s, low 80s here in Nashville. And what I'm going to do for the poblano is kind of just slice it straight down the middle. Put these guys on. Again, skin side down. I'm probably going to do the tomato separately. Yeah, these are getting some char here. Let's go ahead and put that guy on. The thing with tomatoes too, like you can like blanch these and then sort of take the skin off if you don't like the skin or whatever, but I think that just makes things a little bit too complicated. But anyway, let's see what these are looking like now. Yeah, so they're starting to get a little bit blistered. Some nice grill marks. Again, we're just looking for a little bit of char. Not necessarily looking to cook these sort of all the way through. They will be cooked fully when we put them into the soup. All right, so let's start this up. And I actually don't have like the top lid part here, so I'm just going to cover with a glove here. Let's start on low. Let's go ahead and slice off corn kernels. Okay, so we've gotten the kernels off. Instead of shredding it with a fork, we will shred it with the stand mixer. That's pretty much the consistency that I want there. So let's leave it as is. So we're looking for about, maybe like a cup's worth of masa. What I'm going to do now, I'm actually going to heat up a towel. So I'm going to go heat this towel up real quick, and we're just going to let it like kind of proof in there for maybe like 5 or 7 minutes. Okay. We're going to turn this on and let this get heating up here while we're doing the tortillas on the other grill. So I'll just put this on like that, and let's see what the first one comes out as. So I'm going to go ahead and throw this guy on the grill. So I think that one's fine to go ahead and put back into the bowl. Just check the temperature of the soil. So let me get one more like bowl to actually put the finished tortillas, or sort of like the fried tortillas in real quick. So give me 1 second, guys. So I'm going to try to line these up pretty evenly with each other. I'm going to kill the heat again, and then we're going to drop some in. But again, so this is like the finished result, nice and crunchy. So those are nice and crunchy, better than anything you'll find at a store or even a restaurant, because I don't know how many Mexican restaurants are actually doing their own or begin sort of frying their own tortillas. Let's do the poblano first. For the serranos, I'm actually gonna do these a bit finer. Let's do the onion. So again, I think I've mentioned this before, but you can use the knife to actually help you get off the sort of papery skin of the garlic. another few seconds there, and then we're going to pop in the poblano and onion and serrano. Start adding this in. I'm going to let these sweat down just a little bit, and then we will add in the beans. Then I'll add in the corn, and then we'll finally do the garlic. Throw in the beans. Let's do most of the corn. I will leave some of it back. Let's finish off with the garlic. So let's add in some spices. I'm going to go back to the salt, cumin, ground coriander, paprika, and this secret ingredient, cinnamon. A little bit more than I wanted, but that's all right. So what we'll do now is we're going to go ahead and add the chicken stock. Okay, guys, do you remember the actual sort of cobs left? We're going to drop those in now. And we're also going to drop in 2 cayenne peppers. Those are just going to add more to the flavor. The last thing we got to do is add this pepper mixture in. So let's just mix that around, make sure it's all nicely incorporated. So guys, now what we're going to do, we're going to take this and we're going to put it back on the Kamado Joe. I think what I want to do real quick before we do that though, is actually put a few more lumps of charcoal in and maybe like one more piece of wood. Okay. Put you guys right here. Okay. Guys, so we're going to close this up. This is going to go here for 15 to 20 minutes. And then we're going to plate this up. All right. I'm going to do the onion real quick. There you go. See, just a very, very fine mince. All right. Wasn't quite 45 minutes that time, but I think that's the consistency I want. Of course, we'll also do some lime. Okay. So we're not going to use these anymore. These are done. We've extracted everything we can out of these. And look at that. That is a mighty fine looking soup if I ever saw one. First thing that goes down, some of our homemade tortilla chips. Or strips, I guess I should say. Now we're going to ladle some of our soup on. Let's get some more broth in there. Now, gonna put that as a little garnish. And let's go ahead and do a line of our onion. A line of our corn that we saved. And a bit of cilantro. Let's finish with some lime. And we'll finish with a few more tortilla chips. And that, my friends, is my take on chicken tortilla soup. Okay, guys, that was 3 hours worth of work here. Again, so I mean, I'm not sure if you can tell, but I am thoroughly pooped. I'm just going to take a few glamour shots here. Okay. Now I'll give you guys a close up. This is what we ended with, guys. I'm very, very proud of this. Again, this is probably my most intense, or sort of like my most intensive cook yet. But again, I think it was worth all the effort. The only way to know is to taste it. So I'm gonna grab a spoon. Let's try it, guys. A little bit of chicken. Let's get a bit of a crunch here too. Yeah, that's usually one of the best things I've ever made. Just insanely flavorful. Hot. Wow. Guys, if you're ever in Nashville and you want to hang out, this is what I'll make for you. But if you're willing to wait 3 hours, then it's all yours. But guys, again, thank you so much for sticking around. This was a really fun one. Again, very sort of labor intensive, but I think it was worth it in the end. Again, insanely delicious, just incredibly flavorful. And guys, again, just sort of thank you so much for support. For those of you that are still hanging on, if you could please subscribe. If you give me a like, if you leave me a comment, that's really going to help me out. So again, thank you so much for your time, guys. This has been a really fun one. And I hope you have a great rest of your Saturday and a great rest of the weekend. Take care.